And you guys are live.
Quick picks on a Friday. Spidey, how are we doing today?
Good. Happy Friday, everyone. How are you, Che? You had a big week.
Big week. Stinker of a pick last night. I was really excited because I took Ben Mathurin 30-plus combined points, rebounds, assists. And a big reason for that was like Kawhi's not only has he done it in like 3 straight games with the Clippers, but Kawhi was questionable. Kawhi got ruled out. The line did move, as I predicted, to 34.5, which is what I nailed it on. He sucked last night. He was absolutely locked up by Jaden McDaniels. He took a lot of shots. He didn't get the free throw as much as we hoped, but he wasn't even close. That game, I watched the second half of that game. It was one of the uglier games. I think it finished like 88-84, like, which is just not a 26 score.
That's a college basketball score.
Tough. You hit last night, though, in the A10?
Yeah. No, I mean, A10, like I said, is kind of my bread and butter. I spend a lot of time watching Atlantic 10 basketball over the last decade or so. So I think, not to tip my pick, but I think I'm going to go back to the A10 well tonight. But like you said, with Ben Mathurin, like, sometimes teams just come out and they're flat. You know what I mean? So I don't think that's any fault of yours. I like where your head's at. Clearly, you did research on the pick. The numbers were there. The trends were there.
What do you got tonight? Were you in the A10 again?
Well, speaking of trends and A10, I think I'm 2-0 or 3-0 on Atlantic 10 picks I have given on this show sitting next to you, Steven. Okay. So that's why I'm going back to the well in the Atlantic 10 tonight. We've got a great matchup between the Dayton Flyers and the George Washington Colonials, maybe?
That sounds right.
But yeah, so I like Dayton. Dayton is catching 2.5 points. I love the Dayton Flyers. I previously faded them with my first inaugural pick on this show, but we're going back to Dayton tonight. They are top of the A10. They faced a little bit of adversity this season. I know early in the season their fans were disgruntled with their head coach, Anthony Grant. They were calling for his job. They since turned it around and kind of got back to where they usually are, toward the top of the Atlantic 10. George Washington, nothing against them. Great city, love Washington, D.C., beautiful campus down there. But I think Dayton is cut and dry the better program, and I see them catching points tonight. My only concern, Che, is like you experienced last night with Ben Mathurin. Hopefully they don't come out flat. They should be a competitive team, but you never know. These Atlantic 10 rivalry games. My problem with the Atlantic 10, every year the conference cannibalizes themselves. These teams will have great records. They'll finally be ranked, and then they'll lose to, a bottom feeder of the conference and ultimately hurt their chances at getting an at-large bid. So I'm riding with the Dayton Flyers. Fly, Dayton, fly tonight.
Okay. I'm going to the Knicks game tonight in Milwaukee.
Nice.
So my play is going to be in that game. I'm going with Mikal Bridges, 18-plus combined points and rebounds. And he's not a big rebound guy, averages like 4 a game. He averages slightly more on the road, but something interesting about Mikal Bridges, and it wasn't this way in last season. He averages way more points on the road, and not like 1 or 2. He averages 4.5 more points on the road. He averages 18 points a game on the road. He's played, I believe, 28 road games. In 30 home games, he's averaging 13.5 points. That is a significant difference. It's, I don't know, 40% more points on the road. He's averaging, if he hits his point average, he's going to hit this. I like tonight's matchup as far as where he fits in the defensive rebounding lineup, kind of, because Josh Hart is a very good rebounder.
Yeah, quick. Josh Hart is like what, 6'7", and he has no business being as good at rebounding as he is.
He's not even. He's listed, I think, at 6'7". I think he's 6'4" or 6'5".
Yeah, I'm always
not a tall guy.
I look at the box score and I'm stunned by the amount of boards he gets.
Yeah,
and then I'll take a rebound prop, and there's a guy that's very much able-bodied to get rebounds, and he won't. And meanwhile, you got guys like Josh Hart just overachieving, crashing the boards. The Josh Giddeys of the world.
Yep.
Some of these shorter kings are just getting all the boards.
Yeah. So I'd anticipate with Miles Turner playing tonight, with Kuzma playing tonight, I would expect Bridges to be in a spot where the bigger guys are having to go out on the perimeter and guard guys that can shoot the ball, like stretch bigs.
Yeah.
So I think this is a spot for Mikal Bridges to get some rebounds. He had, I believe, 6 and 8 rebounds in his 2 games against Milwaukee earlier this year. I like him to clear this line pretty healthily. So Mikal Bridges is the play, 18-plus combined points and rebounds in Milwaukee tonight.
Brooklyn net great. Mikal Bridges.
Yeah.
I love that we're just getting to talk about all my teams on this show. It turns into St. Bonaventure Hour, the Brooklyn Nets Hour.
Bonnie for life.
So, okay, we got Dayton Flyers plus 2.5.
Yep. Mikal Bridges, 18+ combined points and rebounds.
And Owen, talk to us. What do we got?
So I have two things. One, coming in from Alyssa, her pick is the Florida Panthers on the money line at minus 115, and that parlay is going to pay at plus 576.
Okay.
And coming in from Pioneer T, Che,
Yes.
why have you stopped updating your record?
It's a good question. I haven't been doing the NBA picks daily anymore. It's just such a drain. Like, if I win a game, then everyone's like, you still fucking suck. And if I lose a game, people are like, you always sucked. So, yes, if the haters want to get at me, let me point this out. Nobody else updates their record. So why am I doing it? It's causing me a lot of distress. It's just letting people have free layup lines. If you don't want to take the pick, don't take the pick. If you want to fade the pick, go ahead and fade the pick.
How about the haters audit Steven's record? You know what I mean? I'm the same way. I'll try to, like I just got done saying, I think I'm 3-0 on A10 picks. I can't tell because I'm not keeping the record. I don't remember. So it's very easy to forget. But I think accountability is always the best way.
Yeah, it's not like I'm running and being like, hey, like I'm never doing this again.
Right.
I'm still making picks. If you want to compare me to the rest of the industry, go ahead. Nobody else is putting their record out there. If people want to do that, that's fine. There are plenty of people under that are saying you're still down 30 units. Sure, go ahead. Don't take the pick or fade the pick. The best thing about this, some guy replied to I think one of my wine videos the other day and was like, "This is the worst shit ever put out." And I said, "Good thing you're not forced to watch it."
Yeah,
Like,
I never understood that, Che. It's like it's so easy to be a hater, but at the same time, you know what's even easier than that is just like scrolling past the video.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
I never understood and I'm putting this in the betting group right now. I never understood the concept of a hate follow.
Yeah.
It never made sense to me to just follow someone and get mad at them. Like, if I don't like someone, like, I think I do genuinely like everyone at our company.
Yeah.
I follow everyone that I'm aware of is like tweeting and stuff like that. If I did not like someone in the sports media landscape, or, you know, I mean, I don't get into politics. I don't follow politics. But if there was someone that I generally just like hated, I just wouldn't follow. Why would I want to subject myself to
I'm
stuff I'm not interested in?
I hate to straddle the horse, but I completely agree. And it's like I almost feel as though, you know, some people are completely the opposite, where they're just quick to block everyone. I think there's a happy medium. Just scroll past. How hard is it to scroll
I think I have
past?
like half a dozen people blocked, and it's for some like vile shit.
You had to be really egregious to be blocked by me.
Yeah, I think I have a few people muted.
Yeah.
But like, just if you don't fuck with me, that's okay. I'm perfectly aware
We've been doing
enough that
this-
I'm not for everyone. I'm never gonna have 100% approval rate. There are like 3 guys maybe that have 100% approval rate. It's like Coach Gruden, Nikki, and KB, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think the second you try to chase that is the second it's sincere and authentic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm
just
never
gotta be yourself.
gonna appease every person that's like, you should do this, because if I took advice, that's the thing they said about GMs when they're like, when all the fans are like, oh, you should, like the Knicks a long time ago, all the fans wanted them to draft Justice Winslow, and instead they took Kristaps Porzingis, and the saying is like, if you listen to the fans, you're destined to become one.
Yeah, no, it's a good point.
Yeah.
It's a good
And
point.
I'm not shitting on like our audience at all, because I love interacting with our audience, but like if you have a lot of consistent like negative shit, then
No, everything in moderation.
not gonna
right?
fuck with you. But like, so actually I got a great tip from a guy the other day. So I started doing, and we've talked about this, doing like some card breaks once in a while. I'm not gonna get like too far into it, but I used to love collecting cards. I kind of got the big like jumping off point with my son and getting to sports was like getting cards, just base cards, and learning the players and the names and all that stuff. And so I started doing that, and I filmed a video of myself doing a Topps Chrome blaster box break, small pack, 28 total cards. But I was opening the cards and then showing them to the camera. And then one guy, great comment, was like, hey, love these videos, but you would get way more views if you showed the cards the whole time. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, I am showing the cards. He's like, no, you have a camera. So then I asked, like, what do you mean? Like, I'm new to this. And he said, like, you need to have another camera consistently on the card, and like a small camera on
your
you,
face,
which is opposite how we've been able to operate like it with sports, because you're not allowed the rights to that. But if I'm opening cards, then we have the full rights to do that. So just learnings, but like those type of interactions are the best. And I'm very appreciative of that guy for guiding me in the right direction. And now when I do those moving forward, I will. So I love interacting with our fans, and I DM people all the time. I like to get in the mud sometimes, just kind of fuck around with people and throw some jabs once in a while, but it's fun. I like it. But if you're just a consistent hater, then just like, all right, like, sure, go ahead. I don't care. I don't care.
Jay for the people.
That's right. And speaking of card rips, hopefully I can get some fire this weekend. Maresh and I are going up tomorrow to the card store. So also some great NASCAR this week. Real quick, I want to call out Connor Zilish, who's currently plus 350 to win Sunday's Cup Series race at Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas. It should be a very exciting race. This is a road course, so if you're a NASCAR critic, like you said, it's so easy to be a hater. If your criticism of NASCAR is, all they do is hit left turns and drive in a circle, watch this weekend. It's going to be a road course. I think there's like 20-plus turns on this track. It's going to be exciting, and I really am looking for Connor Zilish plus 350 on DraftKings to potentially get his first Cup Series win in his rookie year.
There we go. Tune in for that. Thank you to everybody for watching this show. For Spider, I'm Stephen Shea and Owen. We'll see you on Monday, hopefully a little bit richer.
Have a nice weekend, everyone.
See you guys. Go Knicks.